Startup University. As we all know, intellectual property is the new currency for the upcoming economy. Intellectual property shall be the game changer for the industry in the coming time. The future shall belong to who can think different and innovative. On the occasion of World Intellectual Property Day, that is today, Swarnim Startup and Innovation University is organizing one of its first kind virtual IP quiz today, where with a utmost privilege and proud, I would like to mention people, educational professionals, students across the nation and across the globe. They have joined with us. With the legacy of adding value brings an unique IP quiz based on interesting facts of intellectual property and its right. The objective of organizing this quiz is to share the knowledge, experience, along with sensitizing the subject of intellectual property in a very interesting manner. The quiz master of the event is Shri Sanjay Chakravarti sir. Sir, we welcome you here. I would like to give a brief about Shri Sanjay Chakravarti sir. Shri Sanjay Chakravarti sir is a seasoned marketing communication professional with more than 25 years of hands-on experience in the field of sales, marketing, advertising, and branding. Quizzing is not his profession, but his passion. He is so much attached to this passion. He has conducted n number of quiz competition with numerous themes for corporate, educational institutions, and various reputed forum and occasions. His team under Quizmet undertake the complete quizzing project, starting from logistic to the content development to conducting it. Today, let's enjoy the quiz with one and only Shri Sanjay Chakravarti sir. I would like to request, please be actively participate, go through the rules and regulation carefully. Of course, be ready for certain surprises and enjoy the educating, fun-filling quiz competition. Wish you all the best. Over to you, Sanjay Chakravarti sir. Sir, I think it is on mute.
Okay. Thank you, Deep. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Deep, for such a lovely introduction and such an elaborate introduction. You know, you have enhanced the expectation of the audience sitting here to a greater height. Okay. So, first of all, I wish every one of you are safe, healthy, and doing well in your life. And we have organized this quiz online. So you may face, I don't know, you may face some of the technical errors, but you have to live with it because we are not one-to-one sitting here and we are not live. But still, you know, we'll do our best to take it further. So let me share the presentation and start the quiz. Guys, if you're there, you just write on the comment box hashtag IP quiz so that I could see how many people are present. Yeah. Can you all please write hashtag IP quiz so I could see the presence quickly? Yeah. Acha. Yeah. Let me see the responses. Very good. Very good. I'm getting it now. Very good. Interesting. Okay. So I welcome you all to Swarnim Startup and Innovation University presents one of its kind IP virtual quiz. It's an intellectual property quiz on the occasion of World IP Day. It has been privileged that we are happy to have EduPeer as our gift partner and the content partner is Quizmate. So hope and pray that everyone is safe now, healthy and keeping well. So to start with, we'll start with a nice video.
It is not visible on everything.
that is little deferred. Should I restart or it will come up? Arushi, should we restart the?
हेलो
Should I restart the video?
या आप कर दीजिए.
No, since it is an IP quiz, I need to mention it very strongly that all the images, sound bites, videos demonstrated in the presentation are for reference purpose only and are for academic reference only. The credit to all such work goes to the original creators. So I'm safe now. So we now go ahead with the virtual IP quiz. So rules and regulation, I will just repeat the rules and regulations so that you can take a note of it. And there is no question arising on this. So to participate, please read the instructions very carefully. It is a virtual live quiz on official page of Swarnim Startup and Innovation University, which you have already entered. Okay. So if you like the page, what will happen is that in future also, if we have any quizzes or any relevant programs, we can get you the future notification. That's why we would request you to kindly like the page. There is no participation or a registration fee. Entry only for the individual participation. No group participation allowed. So if you're sitting, two of you are sitting and participating as one, I would request not to do that. You please play individually and see how much capacity you have or how much IQ you have. Please don't do that you play in groups. One of the person is having a mobile phone and you're answering is, please don't do that. That you need to keep the sanctity of the program. The quiz is based on the interesting facts of world of intellectual property. The quiz starts virtually live at 6 p.m., which we try to do. And on Monday, which is today, participation may please be there on the participant should be on the page. Please keep the audio on of the instrument you are playing this quiz. It can be a laptop, it can be a desktop, it can be mobile, or it can be a tab. So anything you do it, you please keep your audio on. And the internet connection of your place has to be perfectly all right, because the organizer may not be responsible for your internet connectivity. There shall be 5 rounds of 5 questions each. So in total, there will be 25 questions. Clear? There will be 5 rounds of 5 questions each. And in total, we have 25 questions. Playing this quiz is for a good cause of learning. Request you to play the quiz with complete honesty and dignity. Let's keep the sanctity of this initiative. Please do not take the help of internet or any help to prompt the right answer on time. So I underline, do not take help of internet or any help to prompt this right answer on time. You may be winner, but you know you won't be able to answer whether you are the right winner or not if you use these ways of getting the answer right. You need to answer each question asked on the comment box after respective question is answering by it. So it means you need to answer each question asked on the comment box. So once I ask you a question, you need to answer the question's answer in the comment box below after the respective questions as answering it as. I'll give an example. If you are saying that it is answer 1, so you need to write A1 followed by your answer. So if you're answering the first question, then you need to write answer 1, A1, and followed by your answer. If you're answering the second question, then you need to write A2 followed by your answer. And if you're writing A3 followed by your, and so on. So it will be, if you are answering the 25th question, then you need to write A25 followed by your answer. Okay, clear? Are we all clear? Okay. So we move ahead. You need to answer the questions correctly within 10 seconds of the question asked. So you will be given 10 seconds to answer it. And we will know by the records in the Facebook comment box. So we have the second also on which you will be able to see who has answered within that 10 seconds. In case we do not get the right answer within 10 seconds, then we will consider the next correct answer given in the extra remaining time. Keep attempting the answer. You never know, you may be the winner. Okay, so it's very clear. In case we do not get the right answer within 10 seconds, then we would consider the next correct answer given in the extra time or the remaining time. So you need to keep attempting the answer. You never know, you may be the winner. So it may happen that you see a first answer which is correct and you do cut paste. We'll come to know about it because the first answer who is correct within 10 seconds will be the eligible person for the award. Each timely first correct answer given shall be considered as a winning answer of that respective question. There is no negative marking. I'm a very liberal quiz master, so there is no negative marking. Everybody can answer. You know, I may give you a special prize for the most craziest answer you gave. So keep attempting. Don't worry about wrong, correct answer, but at least attempt the answer. The winner shall be eligible for an exciting prize. We'll give you an Amazon voucher, which is like a currency of rupees 500 for the each correct answer, and the well-deserving coveted e-certificate from all of us from the organization to all 25 winners. So you will be getting two interesting things. One, Amazon voucher of each answer which you attempt, which is correct. 500 rupees voucher will be given to you, which you can encash anywhere in the Amazon site. And you will be also given a coveted e-certificate from us with your name as the winner of that particular question. Now, this courtesy of this gift prize is from EduPeer, who have been supporting us for this quiz. Our attempt is to provide prizes to maximum individual and participating. We shall provide only one prize in maximum to a single winning participant and shall encourage the runner-up of the right answers. So it means that we want to distribute maximum prizes to maximum number of people. It will not happen that one person gets 5 prizes. So if one person gets already a prize, then we will try to get the other winners or other attempting participants in the answer to be given the prize. So our purpose is to give maximum prizes to maximum individuals, because let's be very sporting in attempting this fun quiz. The winner shall be declared within 36 hours of online quiz conducted, and you will receive the prize and certificate within 15 days of the receipt of your correct and detailed information required by the organizers. So we may ask you about your address or email ID or mobile number later on once we find that these are the 25 winners. So once you submit these details, we'll try to give you and we'll try to send you the prizes and the coveted certificate within 15 days. So you may please do not follow for that. We'll be taking appropriate time to give you the prizes, and the results of the winners will be declared within 36 hours of online quiz conducted. It will be displayed on Swarnim page as well as in Quizmate pages. The correct answer shall be displayed after 15 minutes. The quiz question ends. Today itself we'll be giving you the right answers. After the quiz questions finishes, after 15 minutes, we'll declare the answer. We'll be giving the right answers of the question which have been asked in today's quiz. The quiz master decision. Now this quiz master looks like me. So the quiz master decision is final, and the quiz master decision is seriously final. So don't take the quiz master very lightly, because he's a serious person. I could see his muscles. So he is the quiz master whose decision is going to be final. In this subject, any communication or disagreement, if any, shall not be entertained. The organizers have right to change, modify, delete the format at their discretion, but we don't intend to do that. Clear? So request to follow the instruction of your quiz master. It is a request to you that you should follow the instruction of your quiz master. Now this quiz is to share experience and win knowledge. It's not a battle. It's not a battle, and it's not a fight that if you lose it, you are going to lose everything in your life. And I am sure neither it is the last quiz of your life you would ever play. This quiz is a celebration of question, test of spirit, and exam of participation. So keep calm and play the quiz. So all the very best. Okay. So are we ready for the quiz? If you say yes, just type it out, that hashtag yes. Yeah, please type hashtag yes, sir. Okay, great. I'm receiving responses. Very good, very good. Okay, so let's start with our round number 1. Deep and Arushi, am I visible with round 1? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you could see the symbol of round 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So round one. So this is round one, and round one we have named it a particular play. So the round one is called as मेरे सवालों का जवाब दो. So you need to answer मेरे सवालों का जवाब दो. It's round one. So this is question number one. So when you want to answer this, you need to write A1 and your answer, followed by your answer. A1 and followed by your answer. Are we all ready? Okay, so we move ahead with the first question. The first question is, which building in India has become the first to get a trademark? Which building in India has become the first to get a trademark? So when you want to respond this on the comment box, you need to write A1 followed by your answer. And this answer should come within 10 seconds of the question asked. So my question is, which building in India has become the first to get a trademark? So I'm getting wonderful, wonderful answers. Yeah, very good. I could see. Whether you lose or win, please attempt, please attempt. That is the spirit of the quiz. Yeah, very good. Okay. So we come now to question number 2. So the question number 2 will be asked here, and when you want to answer question number 2, then you need to write A2 followed by your answer. So I give you question number 2 or round 1. The question number 2 is, it is called a pentalobe and has a patent. Where is this used? It is called a pentalobe, has a patent. It looks like, Montblanc logo, but it is not that. So my question is, it is called a pentalobe, has a patent, and where it is used, or where is this used? Yeah, very good answers. I'm getting excellent answers. You can guess, you can give wrong answers. There is no negative marks. And as I told you, I may give you the one of the prizes or two of the prizes which are the most precious answer I have ever received. So it is called a pentalobe, has a patent, and where is this used? This was question number 2. And when you answer in the comment box as A2 followed by your answer. Great. Fantastic answers I'm receiving. Good response. Yeah, so we come to the next question. Next question is question number 3. And when you want to answer this question, you need to write A3 followed by your answer. So Denjak LLC is the holding company responsible for the copyright and trademark to this characters, elements, and other material related to what? So it is asking you, the third question is, Denjak LLC is the holding company responsible for the copyright and trademark to these characters, elements, and other material related to what? So when you want to answer this, you need to write A3 and then followed by your answer. It's a very interesting question. We have been introduced to this character since our childhood. Denjak LLC is the holding company responsible for the copyright and trademarks to the characters, elements, and other material related to what? Okay, please don't use your mobile phones to see the answers. We come to question number 4, the next question of round 1. The question number 4 is, if I write a book in Ahmedabad, which is in Gujarat, if I write a book in Ahmedabad and copyright it, how long this copyright be valid? A, 10 years after the creation of the work. B, 50 years after the creation of the work. C, 10 years after the death of the person who created that work. Or 60 years after the death of the person who created that work. So when you want to answer this, you can write A4 dash your answer. It can be A, B, C, D. You may not write the complete answer. You can at least write A, B, C, D, whichever option you choose for. So if I write a book in Ahmedabad and copyright it, how long this copyright be valid? A, 10 years after the creation of the work. B, 50 years after the creation of the work. C, 10 years after the death of the person who created that work. Or D, 60 years after the death of the person who created that work. So when you answer it, you need to write A4 followed by your answer. It can be A, B, C, or D. You may not write the complete answer. You may just give me the answer number A, B, C, or D. You can write the option. So now we come to question number 5 of round 1. Question number 5 says, he received the Swedish patent dated 19 September 1866. The product name on which he got the patent derives from a Greek word which translates as power. Whom are we referring to and what he got the patent? Okay, so he received the Swedish patent dated 19 September 1866. The product name derives from a Greek word which translates as power. That Greek word means power. Whom are we referring to and for what he got the patent? So you need to write A5 followed by your answer. A5 followed by your answer. Okay. So he received a Swedish patent dated long back in 19 September 1866. The product name derives from Greek word which translates as power. Whom are we referring to and for what he got the patent? So you need to write an answer at A5 with followed by your answer. Okay. So I think these questions have been very interesting. So we are slowly moving to round 2, which we have again named as. So we are moving to round 2. Again, I should mention that the gift partner with us are EduPeer and Swarnim University is presenting this IP virtual quiz. So we move to round 2. So round 2 has something to say. So it is saying any logo name means this round is for logo, the trademark identity. So you need to identify the trademark logo and the questions are relevant to logos. That's why we are calling it any logo name. Okay. So we move to question number 6 of round 2. So it is basically relevant to trademarks and registered trademarks. So you need to identify a logo and all the questions are relevant to logo and trademark. So my first question on this round, which is question number 6, which you need to answer it like A6 followed by your answer, is this: identify the odd one out. There are 5 pictures shown here. You need to identify the odd one out. Please watch the pictures of the logos very carefully, and these are symbols of various products of various identities, and you need to identify which one is the odd one, and you have to identify the odd one out. Okay, so I'm getting very good response, and I'm happy that I'm amongst the people who have got a very good IQ. Here also you may write A, B, C, D, or E. You may not mention, if you don't have time, you don't have to mention that which symbol it is and whose symbol it is. You may give me the option A, B, C, D, E. I'll be most satisfied. Yeah. Okay, so this was question number 6 asked to you, and question number 6 followed by, you need to answer it like A6 followed by your answer. Okay, so we move to question 7 of round 2. Question 7 again asks you, whose trademark? Whose trademark? So you need to answer A7 followed by your answer. Whose trademark? So this will be A7 followed by your answer. A7 followed by your answer. Wow, interesting answers I'm getting. That's why, you know, I love organizing quizzes, because I get so many good and interesting answers, and, you know, we are all in the same platform. Yeah. So you need to tell me the answer A7 dash. What is the answer of this symbol? Whose symbol, whose logo symbol, whose trademark? I'm asking the next one. that is A8. That is the 8th question of round 2. You need to identify the trademark or the logo symbol of a simple one so that nobody gets 0, everyone gets some numbers. So I'm giving you this option. So this quiz has been first of its kind on IP quiz, which Swarnim Startup and Innovation University has initiated, and they intend to do it year after year. Yeah, so A8, what is the answer? Whose trademark or whose registered trademark, whose trademark is this? Okay, great, great, wonderful. Now I come to question number 9 of round 2. Whose trademark? So you need to answer it like A9, and you need to answer it A9 followed by your answer. बहुत देखा हुआ लग रहा है आपको, और कई बार देखा है. That is the fun of the quiz, that you know all the answers, but the challenge is to know at the right time. Right? Good. I'm getting a lot of interesting answers. Yeah. Yeah. So people take so much of pain to create a logo and put it across their communication, and we ask such questions in the quizzes. And when we get the wrong answer, then the investment of the bank or investment of those identities goes off. Okay, so we move to the next one. Question number 10. Question number 10, you need to answer it like A10. Whose trademark? A10 dash. A10 dash. A10 followed by your answer. Yeah, you may answer it wrong. Don't worry about it. You may answer it in a very crazy manner. Don't worry about it. You may answer it in a very creative manner. Don't worry about it, because there is no negative mark. And remember, I have told you that this is an individual quiz. No two people sitting together are going to answer this, because to be very interesting, like I got a software which tells me through the camera how many people are participating together on a particular mobile. So those data will come to me. Okay, so you need to identify whose trademark and whose logo identity. So once when we start giving the answers, you'll be, if you will be laughing to your core that अरे मैंने क्या आंसर दिया इसका और क्या आंसर होना चाहिए था. Okay, good. So we move to the other round, and this is a quiz which is presented by Swarnim. The content partner is Quizmate, and the gift partners are Edupeer. We move to round number 3, and round number 3 also has an interesting curtain raiser, and also we have named it in a very interesting manner. So this round is basically for geographical indications. I'll just quickly tell you what are geographical indications. Geographical indication is a name or a sign used on products which corresponds to the specific geographical location or origin. So it is basically from where it has been produced in origin, like town, region, or country. So these relate to those. It is geographical location of the origin. So GI tags are used by geographical indication registry under Department of Industry, Promotion and Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So you don't have to go through all this bada cheez and all those. You have to just remember that the geographical indication is a type of intellectual property right which belongs to a particular place, town, it can be region, it can be country, like Banarasi Sari. So it has a GI tag that Banarasi Sari has to be from Banaras, has to be produced or has to be manufactured in a particular way. So there is a consortium which makes sure that which sari comes out from Banaras should be Banarasi Sari. So I sitting here in Ahmedabad cannot make a Banarasi sari. It has to be related to that area. Like Nagpuri orange has to be from Nagpur. So this way GI tags are given. So all GI tag Nagpuris orange are the authentic Nagpuri orange which are manufactured by that soil and they give it. So I think I have made GI very, very clear and very interesting category. So my question number 11, this whole round, this 5 questions which I'm going to have is relevant to GI, geographical indication. So my next question is question number 11, which you need to answer it as A11 followed by your answer. The question is that which is the first Indian product to obtain the geographical indication tag? Which is the first Indian product? I'm not asking the brand, I'm asking the product. Which is the first Indian product to obtain the geographical indication tag? Which is the first Indian product to obtain the geographical indication tag? So you need to answer A11 followed by your answer. A11 followed by your answer. At least attempt, even if you don't know, please attempt. Question number 12. We are coming to the question number 12, where you need to answer it A12 followed by your answer. Question number 12 is, which of these is a geographical indication? Which of these is a geographical indication? So there are 4 options given: Goa Gutka, Champagne, Charminar cigarettes, or Black Label whiskey. So there are options. Which of these are geographical indication? The first one, the option is given: A, Goa Gutka, B, Champagne, C, Charminar cigarettes, and D, Black Label whiskey. So when you answer it, you need to answer A12 followed by your answer. A, B, C, or D. You may not write the complete answer. You may write it A, B, C, or D. So which of these is a geographical indication? A12 followed by your answer. It can be A, it can be B, it can be C, or it can be D. So when you're answering it, don't write is it A, is it B, because I am the quiz master, so I need to ask, not you. You start asking me, is it 12, is it B, is it D? You need to answer whatever you feel that is the right answer. Please mention that. Okay. Question number 13, which you need to answer it as A13, followed by your answer. A cutting instrument particularly used for garment making and other domestic uses, made of recycled metal scrap by micro level industrial units. The community has been making the product for more than 3 centuries. I'll give you a hint. The city may have been derived by the name Maya Rashtra. In Sanskrit, it means Maya Rashtra, the capital of the kingdom of Mayasura, Mandodari's father and Ravana's father-in-law. I repeat the question. A cutting instrument particularly used for garment making and other domestic uses, made of recycled metal scrap by micro level industrial units. The community has been making the product for more than 3 centuries. And this product belongs to a particular city. You need to get me the city and the name of the product. And the city hint I'm giving, the city may have derived its name from Maharashtra, the capital of kingdom of Mayasura, Mandodari's father and Ravana's father-in-law. So the interesting part here is that you may not be knowing the answer, but once you know the answer, you elevate your knowledge. So it is not important that you know all the answers, but the participation is very important, because when you leave this quiz, you'll be enriched and you'll be elevated with 25 new questions in your life. So it doesn't matter whether your answer was correct or wrong, but when you don't know and when you know the answer, it becomes very interesting. You stimulate your mind. So when you try to find out the answer, not by through your internet and all those, but at least when you attempt it, you are actually increasing the bandwidth of your mind and trying to find out, right? So that is what I was trying to tell you. So A13 followed by your answer. So I need the city name and the product. I don't need the product only. I need, because the product name may be very obvious here. So I need, because it has got a geographical indication of that location, of that place, of that town. So you need to answer me with dash town as well as the product, town and the product, town and the product. So A13, town and the product. So we come to question number 14. Question number 14 says, a geographical indication is sign used on the product that have specific geographical origin and possesses quality or a reputation that are due to that origin, which I explained to you in the first slide. So I'm asking, the question is that, where has government set up the first GI store in India? So A14 followed by your answer. Where has government set up the first GI store in India? Question number 14 is, where has government set up the first GI store in India? Okay, so A14 followed by your answer. See, I'm getting certain answers without A13, A14 or A15. I need that, otherwise you'll be disqualified. So you need to tell me A14 followed by your answer. So 14th question was, where has the government set up the first GI store in India? So when you answer it, you need to write A14 followed by your answer. So we come to round 3, 15th question, the last question of round 3. 15th question is, I will make you hear a sound bite. Watch this, lady. Remember, this is a GI question, and if I'm writing Shivani Reena, it is the name of the lady. The answer won't be given on the slide. So you need to answer me answer number 15. The question is, name the musical instrument of the Indian state of origin, because it is a GI question. The musical instrument carry a geographical indication tag. So you need to name the instrument and the state of origin. Yes, you may not be knowing the answer, many of them, but at least when you know the answer, you'll be happy to know this answer. But if you know it, if you crack this answer, nothing like it. So answer 15, that is A15, followed by the name of the musical instrument and the near state of origin. I know it is very difficult to find from the net this answer, because it is an audio on question, audiovisual question. So you need to tell me the name of the musical instrument and the state of origin from where it belongs to. It's a geographical indication question. It was the last question of round number 3. So we come to the next one. Again, to mention here, the quiz has been brought to you by Sonim's First University for Startups. Sonim Startup and Innovation University brings you this IP quiz, and the content partners are Quizmate and the gift partners are Educare. So we come to round number 4, and we have very interestingly named it and given a curtain raiser to this. So I play that curtain raiser. ये क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ, कब हुआ, क्यों हुआ, जब हुआ. So this round is called ये क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ. So there will be questions related to this. So ये क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ, you need to answer me this. So question number 16 on the round. Question number 16, you need to answer it like A16 followed by your answer. So I start with question number 16 of round 4. Parle Agro has sued a competitor for trademark infringement of their Apple Fizz fruit drink by the competitor's Fizzy Apple. So Apple Agro has a brand called Happy Fizz, but somebody has done a trademark violation, and the competitor name is Fizzy Apple. You need to tell me who is the competitor owing Fizzy Apple. If Fizzy Apple Fizz, Happy Fizz is for Parle Agro, you need to tell me which company holds the rights of Fizzy Apple. Okay, Parle Agro has sued a competitor for a trademark infringement for their Happy Fizz fruit drink by the competitor's Fizzy Apple. Who is the competitor owning Fizzy Apple? Okay, you can guess. There are any number of companies who are manufacturing or producing soft drinks and energy drinks, so you can name any one of them which will fit. So that was question number 16. So we go to question number 17. Question number 17, you need to answer it like A17 followed by your answer. Question number 17. a very interesting one. Which book holds a world record as the best-selling copyrighted book of all time as per the Guinness World Records? Which book holds a world record, the best-selling copyrighted book of all time as per Guinness World Records? That was question number 17. We come to question number 18 now. Question number 18. This is a picture taken from BRICS Summit 2019, where the leaders of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa is posed. Okay, so you tell me, besides being the leaders, what is common between them here? So my question is, question number 18 is, this is a picture taken from BRICS Summit 2019, where the leaders from Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are posed. So besides being the leaders of the respective countries, what is common with them here, particularly here? And question relevant to intellectual property. So that was question number 18. So you need to write A18 followed by your answer. We come to question number 19. Question number 19. It's a very interesting one. In December 2013, an application was filed to register an intellectual property for a white cloth with 3 blue borders, the outer border being the wider than the 2 inner ones. So I repeat, in December 2013, an application was filed to register an intellectual property for a white cloth with 3 blue borders, the outer border being wider than the 2 inner ones. After considering few legal proceedings for nearly 3 years, on September 4, 2016, the registration was granted under the concept of color trademark protection. After considering few legal proceedings for nearly 3 years, on September 4, 2016, the registration was granted under the concept of color trademark protection. What unique piece of clothing is this in India and now owns an intellectual property status? Very unique product, very unique product. If you don't know the answer and when I give you the answer, you will have goosebumps and you really know, "Arey, aisa bhi hua hai kya?" So I'm giving you the question back quickly. In December 2013, an application was filed to register an intellectual property for a white cloth with 3 blue borders, the outer border being the wider than the 2 inner ones. After considering few legal proceedings for nearly 3 years, on September 4, 2016, the registration was granted under the concept of color trademark protection. My question is, what unique piece of clothing is this in India that owns an intellectual property status? So that was A19 followed by your answer. Last question on this round is question number 20. In general, copyright law is used by an author. It's a very interesting, very interesting question, and there involves a common sense. In general, copyright law is used by an author to prohibit recipient from reproducing, adapting, or distributing copies of their work. कोई भी copyright लेता है, उस law के अंडर में, the author is prohibiting, author is not allowing other recipient to reproduce it, adapt it, or distribute the copies of the work. But in contrast, इसके उल्टे, under which a license and author gives every person who receives a copy of the work permission to reproduce, adapt, and distribute it. What is that called? In copyright, you don't allow. In copyright, you don't allow a person or an author doesn't allow, he prohibits the recipient for reproducing, adapting, or distributing copies of their work. But in contrast, on the contrary, uska ulta, under which license an author gives every person who received the copy of that work a permission to reproduce, adapt, or distribute it. इसमें बस इतना ही होता है कि उसको credit देना होता है, लेकिन you can continue using their rights. What is it called? So that will be A20, and you will be answering it. A very interesting answer. So again, we come to the last round, round number 5, presented by Swarnim University, Swarnim Startup and Innovation University, virtual IP quiz on the occasion of Intellectual Property Day, content partner Quizmate, and the gift partners being Edupeer. So round number 5 is called something very interesting. So this round is called Golmaal because you may have a Golmaal when you see the questions. So this is a Golmaal round. So this is question number 21. You need to answer it as A21 followed by your answer. Question 21 is a very interesting one. Grundin, over 40 years in Brazilian feet and heart. Grundin is a brand of footwear. It's a Brazilian brand. Company manufactures the special range of sandals and flip-flops. They trademark something special in this series besides the design of the footwear. What did they trademark? They have a brand called Melissa. So Grundin is the company which has got a footwear brand called Melissa, and they manufactures sandals and flip-flops. So they trademark something very special in this series beside the design of the footwear. What did they trademark? A very, very interesting question. We come to question number 22. So we need to answer A22. A22, answer 22. Okay. You can attempt, see in question number 21, you can attempt. If you want to attempt, you can attempt. So I come to question number 22. Question number 22 has to be answered as A22 followed by your answer. So it's a very interesting one. Founded in 2000, it is an Iranian coffee house chain based in Tehran. Like अपना CCD है, अपना Starbucks है, उसी तरह से. Founded in 2000, it is an Iranian coffee house chain based in Tehran. It has now 7 branches in Tehran. Starbucks tried to sue for copyright violation, but was not of no use for a long time. Recently, this Iranian coffee house changed their logo. It is named after a title used by the rulers of Arab states or Arabian states, which means president in Arabic and wealthy in Persian. So what is the coffee chain called? It has a big fight with Starbucks for over a period of years. So this was the old one, this is the new logo. So, Starbucks tried to sue this copyright violation, but it was of no use for a long time. Recently, this brand changed its logo. It's a chain of coffee chain in Tehran, and it's an Iranian coffee house. So the name means the rural in Arabian countries, or it can be called as a president in Arabic language or a wealthy in Persian. So what is the name of this brand? So you need to answer that. That was A22. So when we come to A23 now, A23. So I give sometimes very simple questions and simple answers. Simple questions because you need to at least score some marks in the quiz. Okay. So we come to the next one. Question number 23, answer 23, A23 followed by your answer. Whose trademark? A23 dash. Very popular design. Whose trademark design? A23. A23. You need to answer. Whose trademark? Whose trademark? A23 followed by your answer. Okay. I'm getting very good answer and the correct answer in the first shot itself. Very happy to see the answers. And I really compliment you, all of you, to participate. You've been an excellent participant, excellent quizzers. So whose trademark? You need to answer this. Then we come to second last question, which you need to answer by A24. This patent in 1778 is held by Joseph Burma. What is this the earlier version of? A24. You need to tell me this is the earlier version of what? Which product? This other patent which was held by Joseph Burma. So you can watch this and very clearly know what is the earlier version of. This is the earlier version of what? Now the version is entirely different, but it was the first version of which Joseph Verma got a patent in 1778. You can guess, and you can guess. Please do that. There's no negative mark. If you're not attempting a single answer, please do this. Yeah. Okay. I've been getting, this question is one of my favorite questions in many IP quizzes, and I've been getting a lot of interesting answers for this question. And once you get the right answer, you will be jumping off your chairs. Okay. So I'm going to the next one. Question number 25, the last question of round number 5, question number 25, which you need to answer by A25. So A25 says, according to 1998 Guinness World Books, it is the most recognized song in English language. according to Guinness Book Records 1998. It is the most recognized song in the English language. This song is based, lyrics have been translated into 18 languages. The lyrics have been translated into at least 18 languages. Both the music and the lyrics are in public domain in both European Union and United States. The copyright expired by European Union January 1, 2017. It is the most popular and recognized song in English language. In the United States, a federal court ruled in 2006 that Chappell's copyright claims was invalid and there was no other claim to this copyright. Interestingly, this song might have been sung by all of us at least once in our lifetime. Identify the music and the lyrics of which song. Okay, I repeat it again. According to the 1998 Guinness World Books, it is the most recognized song in the English language. The song-based lyrics have been translated to at least 18 languages. Both the music and the lyrics are in public domain in both the European Union and United States. The copyright expires in European Union on January 1st, 2017. In the United States, the federal court ruled in 2016 that Warner Chappell's copyright claims are invalid and there was no other claim to copyright. Interestingly, this song might have been sung by all of us at least once in your lifetime. Find out the music and the lyrics of this song. Okay, this was the last question and we are through with our questions, question number 25, and this was the virtual quiz. So what we'll do is that I'll request you that if you could provide us valuable feedback, and we'll return back not in 15 minutes but in 10 minutes now to give you the right answers of the quiz questions asked. I hope that is okay with you. So we'll come back again on the same place. I'm not leaving this place, and we'll be coming back within 10 minutes to give you the right answers for this quiz. Each question will be answered, and in the meantime, we would highly appreciate and treasure if you could kindly provide us with your valuable feedback on the content and the overall experience of the quiz. See, our team works very hard. Every one of us have tried to bring you this quiz, so we request you to at least write a few lines of feedback, a valuable feedback which can be adding to our next journey and the next quiz which we'll have for you all. Okay, and thank you very much for participating. The answers of the questions shall be declared within 15 minutes. I told you 15 minutes, but I'm going to be here in 10 minutes. I think because it is very difficult for you also to hold this. Okay, so keep watching the space. So I'm not taking 15 minutes, but I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, so we'll be coming back with these answers. I hope you're keeping your fingers crossed. You're awaiting anxiously to have your right answers. And I should compliment you. I should tell you all that you guys have given excellent answers and have been participating thoroughly. Okay, so we'll return back. Deep, all yours.
Thank you so much, Sanjay ji, for conducting the knowledge sharing and educating and fun-filling quiz competition. I truly wish, sir, it will keep continue for some more next time, for some more time, because we were thoroughly enjoying the conversation and eagerly waiting what will be the next question. So this is the beauty of the quiz competition, where we are anxiously, eagerly waiting to give the answer for that. And immediately having the question, we keep searching on, we keep thinking. So quiz competition will allow us to think beyond the limits, will keep the learning spirit alive inside us. And this is very, very important, because learning has no age, and we should keep learning through such activities, participating activities, whereby we can get updated ourselves. So thank you so much, Sanjay ji, for sparing your valuable time here, preparing the very meaningful content presented here. Sir, I would like to mention hereby, we have received thousands of comments in our Facebook page, as well as the people, the educational professionals, students, parents across the nation, and some part of the different countries have joined here and they have participated. So I would also like to convey my sincere gratitude on behalf of Swarnim University to all the internal and external stakeholders. As mentioned here, Sanjay ji, we will announce the winner's result very soon, and the gifting vouchers will be delivered to their email ID from the Swarnim team also. Sanjay ji.
We are going to meet again after 5 minutes because I promised them that after 10 minutes we'll be again resuming in the same place right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. We are here, sir. We are live.
And in the meantime, I would request all the professors, all the students, all the participants to kindly provide your valuable feedback because that is the tonic for us. That gives us an opportunity to improve. So we may not be perfect, but at least this gives an opportunity for us to go ahead and move ahead and bring you more and more such quizzes. Hello, Deep.
Yes, sir.
Are we there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So let me know when 10 minutes are over.
We can, sir. We can present the answers.
Okay. So welcome back, friends. We had a lovely participation from all of you, and you had tried and attempted the n number of ways of answering the questions. We really appreciate your participation, which has been of immense importance to us in all the quizzes. We had opened it to write your comments openly to keep it transparent, so that you know who are the winners who had answered it first. Now we come to the answers, and very interestingly, I was going through a lot of answers from the participants, and when I answer you the correct answer, or when I give you the correct answer, you will have goosebumps and you'll be jumping out of your table कि यार इसका आंसर ऐसा था, and I really mean it. So we move to round one quickly, which was called as मेरे सवालों का जवाब दो. Okay, so people, okay, now somebody is writing me, we are eagerly waiting for the answers. Yes, I'm there, don't worry, friend. So we are there. Mere sawalon ka jawab do was the round one, and question number one was which building in India has become the first to get the trademark, and the answer was the red dome of Taj Mahal Palace has been the inseparable part of Mumbai skyline since 1903. November, an iconic 114 years old hotel has become the first building in India to get a trademark. People who didn't get the right answer, now they have been elevated by one question which gives them the right answer. So I think that's the interesting part of quizzing, right? So it's not necessarily everyone has the answer, but if somebody has not attempted it or somebody didn't get the answer, this is the right answer, and you should be happy to get this right answer. You win that knowledge. Second question was, it is called a pentalobe, has a patent where this used. This is used in the Apple design for a screw that it has a patent for use in smartphones. So it's the Apple design for the screw that it has a patent for and used in smartphones. Yeah, many of the participants given a very correct answer, but many of them who missed it have got this now as the right answer. Question number three was, Ninjac LSC is the holding company responsible for the copyright and trademark to the characters, elements, and other materials related to what? It was James Bond. So they have the rights. Denjak LLC has the right of these characters, elements, or other material related to the James Bond 007. Question number four was, if I write a book in Ahmedabad and copyright it, how long this copyright will be valid? So the validity of this copywriting right will be 60 years after the death of a person who created that work. So answer was D. So answer was D for question number four. So is the answer 60 years after the death of a person who created that work. Come to question number five. Question number five was, he has received a Swedish patent dated 19 September 1866. The product name derives from a Greek word which translates as power. Whom are we referring to and for what he got the patent? So many of us got the right answer, and the right answer is Alfred Nobel for dynamite. The name dynamite derives from the Greek dynamis, which translates as power. So Alfred Nobel got the patent of dynamite. Then we come to round number two, which is called Ini Logo Ne. So the logo, round two was the first, which was asked that identify the odd one. The identification of the odd one was the C, the first one, copyright. All the other are the brand names. Seagate, Crossword, Comedy Central, and Central Mall. So first one was the odd one out. So that was the right answer. Then we come to question number 7. The question was, whose trademark? Many of us has got the right answer, VLCC. Somebody wrote Vella, but that was in the same category at least. Question 8, who is this? So this was, the answer was Kia, but many of them wrote IKEA, IK and EA. So, but this is the new logo of, new trademark of Kia Motors. Ninth, this was a very interesting one. I gave the hint of brand also. but still I got many of the questions which were the answers were not right, but many of them were right. So it was Canara Bank. Canara Bank, Canara Bank. You might have seen it many a number of times, but when it comes without the name, it becomes sometimes confusing. Question number 10. So this was not Rajasthan Royals, but it was the logo of Raymond's. I got answers like Rajasthan Royals. So, but it was the answer was Raymond's. We come to round number 3. Round number 3, the first question of geographical indication. Question number 11. Which was the first Indian product to obtain the geographical indication tag? It was tea. Many of them wrote nice one. Nice one, nice answer. People gave nice answer. Question number 12, which was which of these is a geographical indication? Was it Goa Gutka, Champagne, Charminar cigarette, or Black Label whiskey? It was Champagne. Right? It's a geographical indication. Champagne is the name of a place from which this liquor comes or this liquid comes from. Next one, question number 13. A cutting instrument particularly used for garment making and other domestic uses, made for recycled metal scrap by micro level industrial units. The community has been making the product for more than 3 centuries. The city name was derived from Maharashtra or kingdom of Mayasura, Mandodari's father and Ravan's father-in-law. So I wanted the city and the name of the product. It was Meerut Caesars. Meerut Caesars. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Lot of attempts were correct. Question number 14. So, where the government has set up the first GI store in India? Where has government set up the first GI store in India? It was in Goa International Airport, Panjim, Goa. Panjim, Goa. Okay. So, this was the right answer. 15. I made you listen to this song, and there was a lady playing this veena, and we wanted to know which name the musical instrument and name the state of origin. So answer was Bobili Veena, musical instrument from Andhra Pradesh. So it has got a GI. It is related to that place from where this veena is manufactured. So it is called Bobili Veena. No matter if you don't know the answer, but today you came to know about this GI. It's a geographical indication. You should be proud of our country that we've got n number of GIs available in our country. And one of the GI or geographical indication is from Andhra Pradesh of this musical instrument, which is called Bobili Veena. We come to round 4. Round 4 has Ye Kya Hua Kaise Hua. Question number 16. Parle Agro has sued competitor for the trademark infringement of the Apple Happy Face fruit drink by the competitor Fizzy Apple. Who is the competitor owing Fizzy Apple? So this answer was Walmart, not Hindustan Lever. I got P&G, Hindustan Lever. So it is Walmart. Question number 17. See, a lot of big companies also try to do this. Question number 17. Which book holds the world record, a best-selling copyrighted book of all time as per Guinness World Records? It was Guinness World Record book itself. Yeah, a very interesting one. There was a googly here. Question number 18. This is a picture taken from BRICS. I was amazed by getting few right answers. And the question was, this is a picture taken from BRICS Summit 2019, where the leaders from Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa posed. Besides being leaders, what is common between them? So it was the Modi trademark jackets from a brand called JetBlue. JetBlue is a retail outlet which manufactures Modi trademark jackets. It was not Nehru jacket. Somebody wrote, a few of them wrote Nehru jacket, right? So good. People who got the right answer may be very happy without taking help of anyone. If they've got the right answer, then you must be happier, not just happy. Okay, and people who didn't get it, they should be happiest because they could know the best answer today, or the right answer today. You know, when I prepare for the quiz and I try to present you 25 questions, I do a research of, my team does a research of at least 500 questions. So we become in every quiz elevated by 500 new questions, and we select best 25 and give it to you. So you can imagine that, you know, there's a lot of learning which we do, or learning you will be doing through this quiz. As I've been telling, it is not important for you to win or lose. It is important to learn. So in December 2013, the application filed to register the intellectual property for a white cloth and 3 blue borders, the outer border being whiter than the 2 inner ones. After considering few legal proceedings, for nearly 3 years. On September 4, 2016, the registration was granted under the concept of color trademark. What unique piece of clothing is this in India and now owns an intellectual property? Very interesting. When I learned this, I was thoroughly excited and I wanted to share this answer with you. It was Mother Teresa blue border sari. So it was Mother Teresa's blue border sari which got a design trademark. Don't you find it very interesting? Yeah. So this is the question number 20. In general copyright laws used by an author to prohibit recipient from reproducing, adapting, and distributing copies of their work. In the contrary or contrast, under which license an author gives every person to receive a copy of the work a permission to reproduce, adapt, or distribute it. You're allowed to do this. Copyright holds you back, but a term gives you an authority to work without work a permission or gives you a permission to reproduce, adapt. It's a simple logic. If it is copyright, the answer is copy left. Yeah, so answer was copy left. We come to the Goldman round, the round 5, the last one. Question number 21. Brazilian footwear. Grande manufactures a special range of sandals and flip-flops. They trademarked something special on this series besides the design of the footwear. What did they trademark? Right? And the brand name is Melissa, and there is a hint given in the picture itself. So they had patented bubble gum scent for sandals. Brazilian footwear company getting successful trademark their line of bubble gum scented jelly sandals in June 2015. So it is bubble gum scent for sandals were taken care of. Question number 22. I asked you what is the name of the chain which had a fight with Starbucks of using similar brand, but they changed the name of the brand recently, named the logo design recently, and it means the president in Arabic and wealthy in Persian. What is the coffee chain called? It was called as Rais. Many of them got the right answer, right? But many of them also attempted in a very nice fashion. Question number 23. Whose trademark? A very popular one. Everyone has tried. It is Oreo. Yeah, it was Oreo. So this is a design trademark of Oreo. Question 24. This was very interesting. And I got very interesting answer. This coffee machines, grinding machines and all those. But actually, it was the earlier version of keep your fingers crossed and you will be laughing to your core that this was for a flushing toilet. This was the earlier version of flushing toilet. I don't know how did you get it as a coffee machine vendor, but it was the answer was flushing toilet. Okay, this was the first version of flushing toilet. Last question was Guinness World Book Records. It is the most recognized song in English language. The song-based lyrics have been translated into 18 languages. Both lyrics and the music is in public domain. The United States in a federal court ruled in 2016 that the Warner Chappell copyright claims was invalid and there was no other claim to copyright. Interestingly, the song might have been sung by all of us at least once in a lifetime. So the music and the lyrics of which song? I'll give you the song. Yeah, so this was happy birthday song, and because there is an happy birthday of World IP Day today, so this was a question which I thought of sharing with you, and this song was happy birthday to you. And I, from the bottom of my heart, thank Swarnim University to accept or to come out with such an interesting IP virtual quiz and involving me as the quiz master, which gave me an opportunity to learn more questions and to dig out more secrets of this world through this IP quiz. And my personal thanks to EduPeer for supporting this event as a gift partner. And thank you very much from the bottom of my heart to all the participants who took out the time on this busy Monday and have attempted and tried to participate in this quiz. Wishing you all the best. You will be receiving the winners very soon.